position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give from the gun. Brings into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield. It's out. The short hand. Here's Whitaker. And he picks up the first down, and he doesn't, I'm not going to say spin you. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's going to make a statement today.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Finds the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
The seventh play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on third and short. They'll try the run. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They'll test the right side. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. Gets away from 1. Finds some space. Oh, a lot of space. Then some, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. Inside the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They'll ride the hot hand. This time stopped in the backfield, finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got a man in the middle. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Turning it on! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, it's out. Going for the big play. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Purdue!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And it's not a decision time. You're going for this. You're near midfield. Sometimes those punts will go in the back of the end zone. You're going to net like 25, 30 yards at the most. No. Get the big boy pads on. Strap the extra mouthpiece. Let's go get the first down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Has to get there to move the sticks. Got the first down and more.
And I tell you what, Palmer, you see this more often now. You're more willing to roll the dice on your own side of the field. Would you do this? You feel comfortable doing that?
No, I'm more old school, David. I don't got the stones to dial that up on 4th down deep in my own end like that. That's a punt for me, but hey, the gamble pays off. Good for them. Maybe they can buy themselves some more real estate now as they're trying to drive down the field and score.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got out of trouble and throws.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Saya. Here comes the heat. Complete in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have him 1st and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
The Boilermakers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the right side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing with them.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Davis. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air. It's Sayal. He'll take the deep shot. Snags it inside the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Making side adjustments here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
South Carolina, 14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. 1 more snap coming before halftime. The DBs will back off a bit. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Boilermakers will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Now they'll try the right side.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's Davis. Open space at the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. To the ground with the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Red pass hits complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. This conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Great job by the defense that time, bowling up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run. And they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's got him. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Boilermakers want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Dropping back, it's out. Throws to the wideout. And wings it incomplete. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, South Carolina. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayal. Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Gets it out fast. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Boilermakers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. How about the Simvis Jr. put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
South Carolina, 28.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Leaves it with the back. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
The give to the back.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
After that incompletion, fourth and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right on target this time. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down, down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Running it to the right. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's first and 10 again. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they'll try to win it right here with the two-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. Got his man on the right. He will be stopped short of the goal line. The big gamble to take the lead with the two-point conversion attempt does not pay off. Down to 17 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and what a miracle it would be if they pull this out. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that one's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like in that last play.
Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. This time on target. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's got it inside the 35.
Caught by the receiver. Ruled out of bounds at the 30. Good enough for a first down.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Purdue.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the line of scrimmage is the 30. That'll leave them a 47-yard attempt and a chance to win the game. And it's good. He drove it through the uprights. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was...